Guys, welcome back. This is day 4 of our series that learns SQL Server in 60 days. Today we'll see some interesting things in SQL Server. So what is table, what is column, what is row, what is extend, what is page, and how to create table, where can I see column, and when I say row, what does it mean. All these things we'll talk about in this video. So today we are going to discuss the following points, and let me show you the list of the points which we'll cover today. Is the table. So what is table? Table is a two-dimensional structure, or you can say object, where we can store the data. Table is consist of columns and the rows. Columns are for the header purpose and the rows are actual data in it. Okay, so then next thing is that as I said, table is a two-dimensional structure where we store the data, but logically tables are stored in a pages on a file. So one page is having size of 8 KB. So 8 KB data rows of size, basically rows of a size 8 KB. 8 KB means 8 kilobyte can be stored in a one page, and the combination of 8 page is will consist extend 8k into 8 pages is called the extends. So pages and extend, basically extends is a higher level structure. In extend we have the pages, and in pages we store the rows kind of data, and those all data present in the file. Great. Next is data type. We'll talk about the data type, and first of all I will show you how we can create the table. We can create a table by two way. We can create a table by graphical way, and we can also create the table through the query. So I will first show you how we can create the table from the GUI. Just right click on the table and click on the new table here. When I click on that, I will see one window which will ask me to specify my column name, which will ask me to specify data type, and which will ask me allow null or not. So here I need to specify the name of column for my table. Here the section called as a data type. You will see here different kind of data type. Basically I think these are very easiest part to know, to understand basically. Data type means what kind of data will have a respective column. Let's say if I am specifying age, so age will store which kind of data. Will age store the string data, or will age store numeric data, or will age store the integer data? Definitely I need to decide that thing. So I know that age column will have only the integer value. So for integer we have a different kind of data type, big int. Next we have the int, then bit, that is a true or false. We can also place that if we have only value 1 or 0. Basically that is for boolean purpose. Next is this char 10 for string data, date for date column, for same date time. This is also for decimal. It is for the numeric one, and the float is also for the numeric. Then geography, geometry, this is for the spatial data type, when we have to plot this longitude, latitude. Then the image, we can also store the image in a binary format. Then int, money is for storing some money data. Then nchar, numeric, all these are the data type we can see. So what kind of data my column will have, so that kind of thing is decided by the data type. So if I specify it as a int, then it means what? It means that that particular column will only store the integer. So I'm giving the name for this column as age. You can simply give employee ID, because I will create employee table. So this is my column which is store integer data. Next I'm giving the department ID, which is also an integer number. Next if thing is the allow nulls. Do you want to store null or not? That is the thing. Next is name of that employee. Here I need to specify varchar or char. I'm specifying char 100, like that. So these are the column name I have specified. These are the data type for those column. Now just right click on that and click on the save table. Here it will ask us the name for the table. I am specifying it as the employee table, then click on OK. So what will happen, the table with the name employee will be created along with those 3 columns. You can come here on the table section and you can see here employee. If you'll expand further, you will see the column section. In the column section you will see these 3 columns, right? So employee ID, department ID and the name, these are the 3 columns. And you can also see the data type. First is int, second is int and third one is char, like that. So in this way we can create the table, and this is the data type. Okay, now next thing, now we'll talk about the very interesting thing in SQL Server or any SQL, basically DML, DQL, DCL and top one is DDL. So these are the 4 different kind of commands we have, and each command are having a specific set of sub commands. So DDL is stand for data definition language, data definition language. Next is DML, this is stand for data manipulation language. DQL is stand for data control language, and DCL is stand for data query language. So each type of this type are having a different command. So data definition language itself define that it is related with the definition of a object. So when there is a change in a structure of object, then DDL command come into the picture. There we have some kind of DDL command like create, then we have a drop, then we have a truncate, then we have alter. So these are the different DDL command where we can use. We can create table, drop table, truncate the data and alter the table definition by adding some column. Data manipulation in DML also we have a different kind of DML command like insert. We can insert the data, then we can update the data, then third is the delete. We can delete the data. Okay. Next is data query language. Data query language is a language which is used for querying the data, right? So by the first DDL we can create or define the structure, and through the DML we can insert, update and delete the data. And now we have the data with us, now need to query. So for that we need to use the select command. Next is DCL, because as a database go, a lot of user come into the picture. So each and every user need to have a different permission with respect to their use. So we need to give some permissions, like we need to have different command in DCL, like a grant, then revoke, then next is the deny. So there are different commands we have, so these are important to know. We'll talk about each and every command one by one. Next point is table creation. We have seen table creation and some basic data types. Now next thing is how to insert the data and how to that. I am giving an example one by one. So we'll talk about DDL command. So I'm giving example with respect to table. So how can I create the table? So I can create the table by using the command called as the create table. So just for information, we have just created one table called as the employee. So I can drop it. So what does it mean? It means that the table will be dropped, right? Just drop it now. So when I execute this command, the table employee will be dropped. Great, it is dropped. Now next is how I want to create this table. How can I create this table? So simply write a create table and pass the respective column. So I have the first column was EmpId, it was int. Next I have this deptId, which was also int. Next was name, which was varchar 100. Okay, just create it. Now we have created table. Great. Next, alter. Sometime what happen, we have created table with this 3 column, but now I want to add one more column. Let's say CID. I can add it, so I can change the definition at any time. So this is the alter command. So sometime I want to empty entire table, so I need to use truncate command to delete entire data. I can run this like this. Great. So these are the 4 DDL options we have seen with respect to table. Next thing is insert, update and delete. Let's go one by one. Now we have this employee table. Now I want to insert some data in it. So syntax for this, first of all we need to write insert keyword, then into the name of table, then we need to specify all the column names. So this table is having column 3 columns, so just copy the name with respect to comma by separating the comma, right? So just write like that. Here we need to specify the data for that. For employee ID, my ID will be 1, then department ID, my ID will be 2, it on the fly data, and the name is Shrikant. Okay, let's run it. Now we have inserted a data in it. Let's see, let me show you the DQL command again. Here we'll run parallelly. That this is the name of my table is employee. So we have just created this table and we have inserted one record. Let me show you that this record is having a 1 row. Great. Now what I need to do, I want to update some data in it. So write some update statement here. Update, what do you want to update? I want to update employee table A, where EmpId is equal to 1. Just write here update A, what you want to update, table name, and which column you want to update. I want to update department ID with 3. Okay, with 2 you can take anything, right? Okay, just run this command. Now we have seen update. Just run again. We'll see now the column value for that is 2 now. Previously it was 1, right? Department ID, this one. Great. Now next thing we'll see the how to work with the delete. I want to delete a record where employee ID is equal to 1. So simply write delete and the alias for that table and just delete it. You can remove this also. Okay, when I execute this command, what will happen? I will see the record got deleted. So like this we can do insert, update, delete operations. We have covered DML, DDL and DQL. Now this grant, revoke and deny is permission level. We'll talk about when we'll go to create a user. Hope you understood this part. I have shown you how to insert a single record. Now I will show you how to insert a multiple record. Simply add some union and just add it, right? You can insert multiple rows now. Prashant. When I execute this command again, what will I see? I will see that 2 rows has been added, right? And when I run this, I will see the 2 new record has been added, right? So hope you understood the different operation DML DQL and how to create table and all other basic thing and data type. I hope you enjoyed this video and you like it. So thanks for watching, and we'll upload the next video soon, and have a great day.